Father's Day's upon us. One thing we like to do around this time is talk about some of the great dads on TV, the wonderful portrayals of fatherhood that we got to see on television, and it usually centers around the best dads of all time. And my choice for the GOAT, James Avery, also known as Uncle Phil.
Jeffrey?
Break out, Lucille.
How come he don't want me, man?
But you know what we don't do a lot of? We don't spend a ton of time thinking about some of the other dads who really deserve some flowers that were black TV dads. We're gonna start with one of my favorites from the show Family Matters, Carl Winslow, played by Reginald VelJohnson.
It's a rare condition.
He took his mother in, he had his sister-in-law and her son in, he had Eddie Winslow to deal with, he had Laura, and he was a father figure to one of the most famous characters of all time in television, Stephen Q. Urkel.
Hi, Mr. Winslow. I'm Steve Urkel.
And one of my favorite scenes between the two of them, Carl, I think, had a heart attack.
Dad, wake up. Is his heart beating?
I don't think so.
Steve saved his life. And when he came to, eventually they talked about how Steve wasn't sure he could see life without him. You know, they played that music at the end that they always had in Family Matters to let you know the moral was coming. So yes, Carl Winslow, you're one of those fathers that deserve some flowers. Frank Mitchell on the show Moesha, played by William Allen Young.
I am still your father. And there's only so many times I'm gonna let you walk away from me.
He had to deal with Moesha and all the stuff that she brought to the table. I mean, she was trying to date Q, she was in and out doing all kind of nonsense. But you know, Frank had to be staunch, he had to be stalwart, he had to be rigid, because Moesha was acting a damn fool over that Q.
You only call me Moesha when you're mad at me.
Ray Campbell, aka Tim Reed, on the show Sister Sister. So this is a man who adopted a daughter, and then the daughter runs into her twin sister who was adopted by somebody else.
Dad? Mom? That girl has my face!
And brings them into his house, and then plays daddy to both of them. There is no greater love than bringing people into your house, taking care of them as if they're your own, and treating them like they're your own children. That's exactly what Ray Campbell did. And then he was a father figure to everybody's favorite person to kick out that's not Jazz from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Roger. Famously pointed out with the "Go home, Roger."
You know, Ray,
Go home, Roger, and don't call me Ray.
it's customary to tip the guy who delivers your books.
Really?
This brings us to Rock, played by Charles S. Dutton on the TV show Rock. Short-lived, 3 seasons. In the 3rd season, Rock finds out that his wife, Eleanor, is pregnant. And they also end up adopting Calvin's daughter. What he did also bring was this sense of community, wanted his neighborhood to be cleaned up. And I will never forget that scene when Rock was standing up to the street tough.
I want you gone from here. That's my bottom line.
Those really tense scenes, they kind of set the stage to let you know what kind of man he was, but what kind of father he would be. The protective kind of guy that was never going to let anything happen to those children that he was bringing into his life. Shout outs to Charles S. Dutton playing the character Rock. And last but not least, possibly one of the greatest TV dads of all time is none other than Granddad from the Boondocks, voiced by John Witherspoon. I love Granddad. For one, he and Riley with the shits.
You're gonna go and you're not gonna embarrass me in front of my new neighbors, or I'm gonna beat your ass.
Why can't we be ourselves? Are you ashamed of us?
Very.
I will never forget the scene of Granddad telling Hugh and Riley about the time when he was marching for civil rights, and he showed up with some rain boots and an umbrella because he knew they were gonna get hosed down.
This nigga went to get a motherfucking raincoat.
I can't believe you.
We all been watching the same news. The police been doing this fire hose thing all week.
But that let me know what kind of thinker that Granddad was. The kind that thinks logically, that thinks 2 steps ahead of the game. And when he moves to the suburbs and hangs out with folks like Uncle Ruckus,
may white God bless you, Robert. I came as fast as I could.
Granddad made sure that his kids were taken care of. Granddad stayed true to his realness, true to his morals, and that's why he's on this list of fathers who maybe don't make the Mount Rushmore of dads and black TV dads, but they really deserve a lot of flowers and more attention than they normally get.